What happens when that one horse comes along your path? I mean, a lot of people who have been around horses and working with horses for many years and had pretty good success. Then this one horse shows up that challenges everything that they thought they knew. Well, is it it's a bad horse? Is it that we don't really know what we think we know? Or is there something else going on that we can work through to be transformed and grow together? Do those 20% horses, as I call them, do they come along because we're lucky or because we're unlucky? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about the latest 20% horse that's shown up in my herd and where we are and where we plan to go. If you've ever heard of the 80-20 rule, I think it can be observed all around us wherever we look. But with horses, I see it the most in the idea that there are about 80% of horses that fit within our normal training paradigms, and they get pretty compliant when we work with them enough. If you just get a good routine going, they'll follow it, they'll get on board, and they make us feel pretty good about what we can do with a horse and what horses can do for us. But I think that there's about 20% of these horses, on the other hand, that don't fit that mold, can't seem to work within all the tools that we have, and challenge us to figure out if we're going to rise to the occasion or if it's just not a good fit. These 20% horses, many of the times, can be a real gift if we dig in there and rise to the occasion to find out what they need and if we can provide it. So if you found yourself with what I call one of those 20% horses, and you're trying to decide if it's a gift or a curse, well, I think it can be a gift. And if you follow along with us here, I think I can convince you that that's true. Since the clinic with Tom Moates a few weeks back, I've been working with Honor just about every day. And we have certainly been making some progress. We've had up days and down days. He still has a fair amount of fear in there, and I still don't have him in a place where he would accept a rope or a halter, but this fear is pretty deep, and I feel pretty good about getting him to a place where things continue to improve and his experiences are shifting. I'm gonna sew some of these videos together to see where we've come from, and hopefully you'll get a picture of where we'll be going. So, let's go. This is one of the first sessions with Honor after the clinic, and I'm gonna let you watch pretty uncut what I do in a round pen with a horse that's having some problems connecting with a person.
just going to move the flag a little bit, but only as much as I need to bring his attention back. I don't need to go crazy, just for the sake of being big. There we go. Yep. Good. Good. Come on in. Good boy. Now that is so good that I just want to say good job and just gently walk over toward the gate. And he's not yet come to me while I have been in here with the flag. So what I'd like to do is just reward that. My gate is all tricky like because of him. Now, that was a great step one, and I have the gate kind of ready. So what I want is for him to know that if he wants to leave, I am the gate. And if he comes to me, good boy. Oh, we'd like a little better than that. Yes. Now I'm going to open the gate a little bit. Call him over. Come on. Good. Don't lose me now, buddy. Come on. Yes. Good. Come on. Come on. Yes, I just want to keep him a little bit more centered on me to go through the gate. Yes. This is a lot of work for him. He's like, I've touched you, isn't that enough? And it was enough before, but each day I just want to get a little more. Yes. Good. Good. Okay, I'll take that. And I'm going to lead him through. This clip is about double speed, just so you can start to see what we're doing and it doesn't take quite as long. I'm looking for him to respond a little sooner, and I'm going to move that flag around a little bit quicker when he gets distracted from me. That flag is to draw his attention back, not to drive him off, and you can see that that's basically how it's working now. Earlier, if I were to switch that flag, he would have gone circles around the pen. So this is already a huge change. This flag is now not a big threat, although I can't touch him with it yet. There, you can see he's giving me a lot more chance to connect and maybe find some peace together. You have noticed early on, I really stood still and waited for him, but now that he's more focused on me, I can move around. The hope is to start drawing him around to track with me. So it starts by just me moving around him and he's tracking with me. Eventually, I'd also like for him to be able to follow with me and track with me. There, it's better. So this session is showing some nice improvement. We have a long way to go. But from where he came from, I'm really happy to see him more engaged with me. And you can see he's more at peace with the work, which is the whole hope behind this way of working in a round pen, is not to just get him physically doing what I want him to do, but for him to be relaxed and find peace with me. Here I try something different, that when he decreases the connection by stepping away from me, you'll see I'll start to move my flag more. And it's small and swishy, not huge to drive him off, but just enough for him to start to think, hey, when I weaken the connection, it doesn't feel as good. There's more peace when I get closer and connect. And I pause when he's really focused on me. And then I pick that up and invite him in. That's it. See, I stop when he's coming forward, and it worked. So that little experiment seemed to do all right for us. And now I want him to track around with me, which he's doing okay. It still can be better, but really, from where we've come from, this is great improvement for us. You can see my flag again as he stepped back. I'm swishing it, and he comes back, at least stretches out. That's a start. Yeah, that's right. A commitment with a step. And then we have peace again. And if he starts to move away, I move the flag. This has been a good session. I'd like to end it. I'm moving toward the gate, but I don't go straight for the gate. And I'm always checking in to see if he's choosing me or if we're just going in the same direction. Working with the horse is not a straight line, so this is a session where he reverts to more of that flight or worried behavior, and my job is to just have the confidence that we'll take the horse that's in front of us today, but that he knows he can find peace with me, so we now need to find it again. This day was more challenging for us both, and I am now using the gate to help encourage that draw. But use what you need when you need it, and we'll just keep layering good experiences in. This segment, you're going to see some progress and what might look a little bit like digression, as he sometimes goes back into flight mode where that adrenaline system kicks in and he's not thinking and responding, but just reacting in asking, how can I get out of this? And some of that comes from the very fact that we're pushing into new territory. And so as this progress comes and he's able to connect more, then I'm requiring that he comes and steps back into that progression. And here, this is interesting to me. He really gets into a pattern where I fast forward through this a little bit, and then you can see he stops. And then he goes through this little pattern. I do think horses sometimes can get a little stuck in a pattern. But as I watch, look right there, he actually pauses while he starts moving off and sticks with me a little longer. And then he starts to go back into that pattern and gets a little stuck. So I'm going to watch and observe for a bit, and then you're going to see me see if I can help him break out of that pattern when I feel like it's not getting us moving forward together. So I do that by moving, and sometimes I'm swishing my flag when he starts to commit to looking other places instead of to reconnect with me. And as I move, that starts to help him break out. Even just a new pattern is helpful. That helped because here he is checking me out, reconsidering, and he's in thinking mode, which is great. That's what I want. Now he's seeking again. Here he's given me a moment, exploring that connection. Will it last? Will he come in? Let's see. Nope. Back to walking around, seeking. And here we go again. It's kind of a new pattern. Now I move again, and this helps. It does start off by getting him a little more anxious, but look at that. That's what I was hoping to get to. And now we're gonna start heading back to the door. Again, I like to find a good spot, obviously, to let him know, great job, connect with me, and I'm gonna take you to a place of peace. I'm gonna lead you back to where you can have hay and water and comfort and your friends. And you just stay with me, and I'm gonna be the source of all those good things. So we do our connection walk back towards the gate. And this, again, will look familiar to you, as every time we leave, we go through the same routine where he has to have some sort of connection with me before he can go back through the hallway.
This is where we are with Honor currently, and still a ways to go, but I think he's worth it. I really love these 20% horses because they really help us to grow in our abilities to connect with even the easier ones.
And so we continue with Honor, my latest 20% horse that I think is a gift to our farm, and we are going to get a lot out of working with him, and hopefully he'll get something out of finding peace with humans working with us. So if you have found yourself with a 20% horse, contact me at jamie@hopehorsemanship.com. We have a great virtual community of people working through similar challenges and questions, and we're finding different ways to start with the mind, help the horses find peace, and then connect in a relationship so that we can build a bridge strong enough to work together when things get tough. So stay tuned, watch his channel for updates, and I promise you'll get to see the transformation in both of us. Till next time, have a great day.